Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. How are you all? I hope you all fine. And thank you Miss Anna for giving me opportunity to make my presentation video. And before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Novia Defa Lestari from 4 semester B1 class. My presentation about analysis of body language to 4 semester student of University Muhammadiyah of Tangerang. And next slide. Introduction. Body language communication tool that includes body movement from the head, eyes, neck, hands, arms, legs, or other body parts to reflect expression. These body movements send messages to the recipient and are mainly used to reflect our emotion or to support verbal messages. It is stated that a person's first impression is received through a contact which consumes 60% messages and 30% is perceived by the ear. The remaining 10% of the message is verbal message itself. MAGAP 2008. And next slide. Literature review. The importance of body language, non-verbal communication in communication. Mato 2012 aimed to indicate how utterance or body movement have different effect or meaning when perceived by people who belong to different cultures. The author indicates that this happens when the performer intends to express something with utterance or action that are perceived with a totally different meaning by the receiver. This is the main reason why misunderstanding between people occur, especially in intercultural communication. Saryabat and Valley 2011 state that there are many factors that affect communication related to body language like culture, gender, age, and psyche. The researcher conducted a study to identify the difference between Persian students and native speakers of English using body language. The study revealed there were no significant difference between the two groups in terms of using body language, but the observation showed that Persian EFL, English as a foreign language, learners use more facial expression than gesture when communicating. There are 4 types to express yourself non-verbal. And number 1, posture. By this is mean the posture a person is doing right now as well as a movement which change or influence the body posture. And number 2, touch. Haptic is felt that to this touch as non-verbal communication. Touches can include shaking hand, kissing, touching on the back, stroking, beating, and so on. Each of these forms of communication convey a message about the purpose or feeling of the contact. Touch can also cause a feeling in the receiver of the touch, but positive and negative. And vocalist. Vocalist or paralanguage is a nonverbal element in a speech which is a way of speaking. The study of this subject is called paralinguistics. Examples are tone of voice, loud or weak voice, speed of speech, voice quality, intonation, and other. In addition, the use of velar voice such as a, o, when speaking are also classified as vocal element, and in good communication, such thing must be avoided. And mimic. Mimic deal with all kind of appearances we can investigate in a person's face, including psychosomatic process like, for example, blushing. From the expression on people's face, we get a lot of information about their emotional state. And understanding or reading body language. By knowing what body language means, you can see a person through feeling, even if they don't want to tell you, to observe them as they understand what is not being said and what is in the mind of the other person. Recognize the sign of lies and boredom. And I think often people see that learning the other person is just enough from the way they speak. People who are good at talking and making promise and are considered capable of doing everything. Here's what to look for when you're trying to interpret body language. And this is facial expression. Facial expression or face may reveal our true feeling about a particular. Example, happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, and much more. And the eyes. The eyes are frequently referred to as the windows to the soul. Signs that are capable of revealing a great deal about what a person is feeling or thinking. And next, gestures. Gestures can be some of the most direct and obvious body language signal. And the mood. Expression and mood movement can also be important in reading body language. And the last, the arms and legs. The arms and legs can also be useful in conveying nonverbal information. Research method. Rating method. The rating method used in the analysis of this study is descriptive because this is not a count that can be calculated. The data obtained in this paper is data that has been recorded in a book or a secondary report, which is data taken from a video recording of 4th semester students to get the basis and theoretical framework regarding the problem, discuss or find information in accordance with the problem formulation. This research seeks knowledge or sources such as from the internet, such as journal, article, PDF books, and much more. And the data analysis. This study aims to determine the body language of 4th semester students taking body language in academic presentation in 4B1 grade. Based on Wechi Neneng's video presentation from the English department, the body language in the English presentation is quite good. In that case, I think the findings of body language analysts are quite good, quite active in delivering presentations well. Therefore, you must increase this activity in several ways so that he can reach a higher level and the audience can understand what is conveyed. And the last conclusion, a word from very well. Understanding body language can go a long way toward helping you better communicate with others and interpreting what others may be trying to convey. While it might be tempting to pick apart signals one by one, it's important to look at this nonverbal signal in relation to verbal communication, other nonverbal signal, and yes, finish for me. And stay safe. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.